Hey guys, welcome back. I hope you all are doing well. Here we are, hopping into another review. Today, I'll be looking at Oxymoron by ScHoolboy Q. I really enjoyed this album, and I still feel it's a great album 10 years later. I feel this is one of his better albums as well. But anyways, let's go ahead and hop into it. This is his third studio album that was released on February 25th, 2014. This also happens to be his first album that was released by a major record label as opposed to being released independently. This album was released under Interscope Records. The album has a runtime of about 59 minutes and contains 4 singles. They are Collard Greens featuring Kendrick Lamar, Man of the Year, Studio featuring BJ the Chicago Kid, and Hell of a Night. Features include J-Rock, Kendrick Lamar, 2 Chainz, BJ the Chicago Kid, Tyler the Creator, Krubs, and Raycon. Now let's go ahead, hop into some of the tracks. We start the album off with Gangsta. I felt this was an interesting track to start the album off with. I love the instrumental here. I felt it seemed a little eerie. His daughter is featured on the intro, which was cool having her here. Lyrically, I feel the track is about what it was like when he was growing up. I loved Collard Greens. Kendrick Lamar is featured on this track, and I feel he has a great verse. I feel he comes in and delivers. I loved how he felt present on the track. I felt ScHoolboy Q did decent. I love the instrumental. It seemed like something I'd hear some other popular rapper use. I love the touches of synths on the track as well. I didn't mind what they want. The track features 2 Chainz, which I didn't feel was a bad feature. I felt that the both of them did decently. Prescription Oxymoron is a decent track. It wasn't bad for a 2-part track. The 2 parts essentially follow the theme of doing the wrong thing for the right reasons, which essentially comes down to getting addicted to drugs as well as, selling drugs to support his daughter. I loved how Hell of a Night sounded. I loved how the track sounded as a whole with its instrumental. The track definitely brings feel for trip type beats of the early 2010s. I loved his full flows on this track. I didn't mind Break the Bank, for sure. This is one of the longer tracks on the album. I loved how the track felt as a whole with its sounds. I'll finish this off with Man of the Year. I felt was a decent track to finish off the album. For sure, there's a ton of sexual references throughout. Some I feel you may miss upon your first listen, and others that seem to be fairly obvious. For sure, the track seems to be focused around a party and having fun. There's people all over, smoking, drinking, etc. I felt it was a decent vibe overall. My favorite tracks are Gangsta, Collard Greens featuring Kendrick Lamar, Studio featuring BJ the Chicago Kid, Prescription, Oxymoron, Hell of a Night, Break the Bank, and Man of the Year. Say, I'll give this a 4.5 out of 5. Anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. As usual, feel free to leave your thoughts down below in the comments. Next week, I'll be looking at Mastermind by Rick Ross.